The following review has been approved by Ethel the Cyborg Ninja. Welcome to Classic Game Room. I've got 3 words for you. Lasers, seahorses, mermaids. This is Aquaventure on Atari 2600. Sort of. It was actually unreleased, but it's an awesome game. This has a 1983 copyright from Atari. You know that was not a good year for them or the video game industry at large. Probably why this game was never released. Technically, this is a prototype, but it can be easily found on the Atari Flashback 2 Plus, which is what I'm playing it from here. In fact, I think it's on a bunch of the Atari Flashback consoles. The fact is, this is actually one of the best Atari 2600 games I've ever played, so it's a shame that it was not released. Because they got a real winner here, although I doubt it would have changed their fortunes in 1983. To summarize what Aquaventure is about, I recorded this while making the making of Classic Game Room. Take 2. Aquaventure! On Atari 2600, your objective in this game is to repopulate the species of hot mermaids after assaulting sea creatures with laser beams and robbing them of their priceless treasure. This amazing arcade-style game has mermaids and lasers, but wait! That's not all, it's also got terrific gameplay and loads of replay value because it's really fun. The problem was that in 1982-83, there was so much crap on the Atari 2600, it's unlikely anyone would have ever found this game had it been released. I'm just theorizing, I actually don't know why it wasn't released, except that you can now find it on the Atari Flashback 2 Plus. Seen here, a plug-and-play Atari 2600-like system with 40 games built into it. I actually really like this thing. Watch my review of it. It has a bunch of games that aren't released, and this is one of them, Aquaventure. It sounds cool because it is. And it plays as well as it sounds. One of the things I really like about it is that it has the perfect blend of arcade-style risk versus reward scoring. You score points by shooting the fish and the sea creatures, but you score big points by robbing them of their treasure. What do fish need with treasure anyway? You know who needs it more? Your mermaid. Which is why you must return it to her unharmed before your air runs out and you die horribly. Then she's so grateful she takes you away and does who knows what with you, except you always return with a giant smile on your face, ready to explore the depths of the ocean and rob it of treasure once again. Each level gets deeper and deeper until, at some point they stop getting deeper and things just get faster and angrier. You only have so much time. Watch the little turtle on the top of the screen crawling to the air sign. When it gets there, you know what happens. That turtle dies, along with you. Feed the gold-digging mermaid her treasure, and then face the next challenge before you. Sure, this game may seem simple by modern standards, but it plays really well. Especially considering it's on the Atari 2600, it looks really good. It has a nice variety of environments, or at least background colors, to make it seem like there's different environments, which was not always the case back in the day. Also, the fish and the sea creatures and the mermaid and your diver actually look like those things. The controls are fast and tight and responsive. It plays really well, scoring actually makes sense. This is a terrific arcade-style game. There's even some strategies you can use. The fish or sea creatures get faster after you shoot them each time around, so on your voyage down, you may want to just avoid them. But watch the wall as it gets tighter and tighter in there. Anyway, collect your treasure, and then if you have time on your way back up, shoot some enemies for extra points, but since you get the big points by just collecting the treasure and progressing the game anyway, that's probably what you should focus on. This one's a neat game. I've never seen a physical copy out there. I have no idea if it exists. But it makes the Atari Flashback a pretty attractive buy. And I've got a classic game room shout-out and thank you to send to Tim from Louisville, Illinois, for sending this, built into the Atari Flashback 2 Plus, to Classic Game Room. Thank you, Tim. If you love Atari and want to play a great Atari 2600 game, this is it. Aquaventure. Hey, when did this game turn into Crawl? I approve.